Her mom was with me. Her mom was pacing, going back and forth. You see how are they done? You see how I should probably write a book about my experience. I saw Shaggy.
Hey guys, this is Sandra. Welcome back again to my archive. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're an OG, thank you so much for coming back again to pick my content. So today's video is a video that was requested by about two of my subscribers. They have watched my delivery story time video and they said that they wanted to hear it from my husband's point of view. So today my husband will be the one anchoring the you know what I'm trying to say. My husband is going to be the one telling the story. A little bit of a disclaimer: my husband is not much of a talker. I'm the talker in the relationship. He doesn't talk so much, but he's very soft spoken and he picks his words. So just relax. You're going to really enjoy his story. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video.
Hi, um, you already know who this is. So I've been ambushed once again to appear in this week's edition of the gist that Sandra gives you guys every week. Disclaimer: I remember the weirdest things, but when it comes to time and dates, I usually mix up like the timing, the day, something happened on a Thursday and I mistakenly or I forget and say it happened on a Tuesday. So it's like that. So I'll try to be as linear with this story as possible. First of all, hmm, let me say that infants, babies are the most reliable form of family planning, of birth control. If you know, you know. Anyway, um, so Sandra was pregnant. Sandra was pregnant, and we're getting close to the due date, and you know the way the due date works. There's a bracket of time, so it's either this week or this week. So we had a timeline of the days in between for the due day week, for the due dates. So Sandra was already heavy. The baby was supposed to come out. The baby wasn't popping yet, but Sandra was already feeling really ill. We went to the hospital, and I think they told us that she wasn't ready to give birth yet, and that we should just go and come back. And then we went back again, and then when we did, after the doctor saw Sandra, I checked her out. He said, "Oh, the baby's not ready to pop yet." He asked about all the signs that you're supposed to see. There was none of that. Now, I went outside the hospital to get the car started, get the AC running, and make sure that the car is cool before Sandra comes back inside because, you know, pregnant women can be very sensitive to lots of stuff, not just temperature, food, smells. It's insane. I should probably write a book about my experience. I saw Shaggy. Back to the matter. So, when I was in the car, while I was in the car, I was waiting for Sandra to come and meet me. And then she was nowhere to be found. And in my mind, I was like, what's in this up? So I went back inside. When I went back inside was when they told me that the matron saw her on her way out and said, after checking out, she said, go upstairs. You are going to deliver today. I was like, huh? She said, go upstairs. You are ready to pop. So we went upstairs. Um, we gave birth to our baby through a CS, right? That was we found out later that that was how it was going to be, but we were prepared either ways. So they had to get a room and then prep her. They said they were going to get the baby out by night. I think we were waiting for the doctor or something. Like I said, forgive me, I'm very terrible when it comes to like timeline and dates and some little details. Doctor came, it was night. When they wheeled her into the theater, they already told her, oh, she can't eat from so hour to so hour. So she didn't eat. I remember that bit. Then they wheeled her out, and funny enough, the whole process of waiting for her to come out with the baby, one weird thing about me is that I don't know how to panic. And Sandra will tell you, let the world be burning, right? It's in that moment of disorderliness and when things are not working. That's when I think well. That's not to say I work well under pressure, but it just helps me think better. Like I really don't see the point in like freaking out. And I'm a very optimistic person. My outlook towards everything in this world is like positive. I always say, "Oh, don't worry, it's gonna work out." Because I'm a Christian, and I have faith in God. I trust God 100%. So when they wheeled that in, I was in the reception. I was in the hallway. Manchester United was playing. I can't remember the team we were playing, but I was so pissed because they were beating us, and my wife was in there in the theater. My baby was coming out. My son was coming out, but um, I wasn't worried at all because I just knew they were going to come out. Like I just had faith. I just knew it. Like nothing is going to go wrong. Her mom was with me. Her mom was pacing, going back and forth. Is she out? Are they done? Is she out? I was just there. And then in the middle of the match, or after the match, I was on my phone and then I heard a loud cry from a newborn baby. I just checked the time because I knew like, oh, that's my boy. I just knew that that's my boy. So I went and the doctor said, oh, congratulations. And when they clean them, they're going to bring them out. At that point, I just felt numb. Like I wasn't thinking anymore, right? Like I wasn't thinking anymore. I had zero thoughts in my head. I couldn't, I was just, what's the word? I was just gone. Like I was just gone. I couldn't comprehend everything that was going on. I wasn't able to grasp what had just happened. So after a couple of minutes, they eventually brought my baby out, took him to the room, put him under the lights, checked his temperature, checked his vitals, and all of the things that they do, cleaned him up. They didn't let me touch him immediately. We're outside the window first. There was another baby, but from the moment I set my eyes on him, I couldn't move. Like I couldn't move away from that window. My eyes were on him, like, and I was like, oh my god, I have a son. Like my life has changed. I had like a million and one thoughts in my head, just you know, coming to grips with what had just happened. And it was so tiny. Like it was really tiny. Sandra hadn't even come out by then. And I kept looking. The nurse kept going in, doing this, testing that, doing all of the things that they do. And I didn't move from that window. After she said, ah, you're going to be a security guard till morning because you're not allowed to touch this baby till morning. I think I told her that let me try and stop me from touching the boy. Fortunately, I said, okay, come inside, sanitize your hand. So I carried him and I couldn't put him down. Like he was just there in my hands. And I kept looking at him. He was so precious and innocent and just perfect. I wished to be a baby at that point. Now you have to think about saving sort of or current. every day. Babies don't even worry about that. I get jealous a lot. I envy them a lot. They just sleep and wake up and eat and sleep and wake up and eat. That's a life. When they wheeled Sandra out, she was sleeping. She was still very drowsy from the drugs. They told her she was gonna have some crazy headache. So I really didn't want to disturb her much. So I just let her. I had so much gratefulness in my heart at that point when I saw her. It was just like all I was thinking in my mind was, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I was thinking in my mind. And yeah, that's the story of the delivery from my own angle. Trust me, there's like always interesting angles, but I don't know if Sandra is gonna permit me to say that. All right, I'm out. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Stop bringing out water
Behind the scene.
before the train started to move.
People, yeah, go, go, go. Before you come back, I'm done with this one. This recording.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
Post.
my place.
Hi. Um. You already know who this is.
Just give me a minute. Let me pass. When I pass, you can start talking.
We're still recording, right?
Yeah.
I need to move my face around.
I am move.
So we're about to start filming the video for the week. Let's get it.
Sit.
I want to see.
Okay.